Good day, everyone. It's Peter Rahme with you once again. On today's Grace Seed, we come to you from our beautiful aloe vera gardens that we have here. Just let you enjoy that. This is beautiful aloe vera. See all of that here. Now, right over here, this is the first one that I started with years ago, and I call her Sarah after my late mother. And right over here, this one, we call her Peggy after Faith's late mother. And we wanted to honor our parents. The Bible tells us that honor your parents, honor your mom and dad. We want to do that. And speaking of honor, on Saturday we did something really special in honor of our parents, didn't we, honey?
We sure did.
What did we do?
We had our Anzac Day celebration in the front garden.
And we honored them. Now, Anzac has been a very important tradition for us, and especially for you. Why is Anzac important to you, honey?
Because my parents fought in the war, and I lost two uncles in Tobruk, and I had an uncle as a prisoner of war in Changi.
And your dad has got his medals?
They do. I'd like to go through them with you.
Yep.
This one here is the George V 1939 to 1945 star. This one here is the Atlantic Star. This one here is the African Star. This one here is the Pacific Star. And this one here is the Italian Star. And this one here is the overall George V Battle Star.
Yes, that's beautiful. And this is your mum.
That's my mom, yeah.
And then you wrote a beautiful thing about them. Tell us what you wrote.
Well, the year is 1939, and Adolf Hitler invaded Poland and consequently declared war on England. As the war progressed, Germany controlled most of Europe and was heading for the British Isles. All able-bodied men were called up, and the women took over the running of the country. They worked on farms, in ammunition factories in London, and the Home Guard, ambulance drivers and firewomen. From September the 7th, 1940, until May the 11th, 1941, Hitler decided to bomb London to the ground. Every night the air raid sirens would sound, and my mum and her sisters, Aileen and Janet, and I expect my grandma, would go down into the underground railway system, the tube, with thousands of other women and children and the infirm, and listen to the bombs drop. In the morning, the all clear would sound, and up my mum would come with her sisters and see London burning and the buildings destroyed. Then they went to work with shovels, bare hands, picks, etc., to rescue those buried in the rubble, dead or alive, drove ambulances, nursed the sick, put out the fires, sent corpses to the morgue, etc. My mother was a nurse, a home guard, an ambulance driver, and my dad was in the submarines in the North Atlantic and the battleships in the South Pacific. Day after day, week after week, month after month, for 8 long months, I cannot for one moment envisage what it would have been like. We in hindsight know when the war ended, but they didn't. They just kept going and their men kept fighting. This war changed British womanhood forever. They became formidable.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Donnie. Well, folks, today I wanted us to honor our parents, and particularly keeping the Anzac going. And this is in honor of Faith's mum and dad and all of those who fought in the war.
That's right.
Well, folks, I trust that you were blessed today, and don't forget to sacrifice. Let's honor our parents. Let's honor those who sacrificed. But let's remember the greatest sacrifice of all, the sacrifice that Jesus did on the cross of Calvary for us, where he took our sins upon him and he paid the ultimate price. Well, thank you for your company, and God bless you in your life, and bye for now.